Good morning, children. Welcome back to chemistry class. Let me give you the quick reflection on the previous topics which we covered during the last period or the last session. Then I told you about the hydrocarbons, saturated and unsaturated, and in saturated we covered straight or the linear hydrocarbons, and then we did cyclic hydrocarbons or cycloalkanes, where I gave you examples of propane and cyclopropane. Then I told you about the cyclobutane, cyclopentane and cyclohexene. Okay, today what we are going to cover are the unsaturated hydrocarbon. I defined this last time. The unsaturated hydrocarbons are the compounds of carbon in which carbon and carbon will have either the double bond or the triple bond. And those hydrocarbons in which the carbon and carbon is bonded by a double bond, they are given the name of alkenes. Okay. And those which are with the triple bond, they are given the name of alkynes. Okay. Then I gave you the key words in organic chemistry, that is meth, eth, pro, but, pent and hex. Many more are there, but in your syllabus we are covering up to hex only. Now, what I told you in case of alkenes, that is the carbon and carbon should have double bond. And what method reflects is only one carbon atom. Okay, so this series of the alkenes, that means which are unsaturated hydrocarbons with double bond, in this case you will never be getting any compound starting with meth. Because the minimum requirement of the carbon atoms is 2, and meth contains only one carbon atom, and one carbon atom can only form one single bond with the hydrogen atoms. Okay, so this is not going to happen in case of alkene series. Once these have been written, and after that ene has to be added into that one. So you will write down ene, that is ethene, then is propene, butene, pentene and hexene. So somewhere, if pentene has been written, pent will let you know we are talking about 5 carbon atoms, and ene will let you know that we are talking about the alkenes, and they are containing carbon and carbon atom, they will be containing the double bond. As in case of alkanes, I gave you one general formula, that was CnH2n plus 2. In case of alkenes, the linear structure, they will be also having, we can be represented by one general formula, that is CnH2n. So now let's find out the formulae of these, molecular formulae of these compounds by putting the number of carbon atom at the place of n. H means 2 carbon atoms, so let's put 2 here, and it is 2 into 2, that means C2H4 is the molecular formula of the ethene. And in a similar way, you go for propene, you will get C3H6. That means whatever is the number of carbon atom, double is the number of hydrogen atom present in these type of compounds, which are falling in the category of alkenes, that means alkene family, or you can say the alkene series. Here, if I talk about butene, it is C4H8, then pentene is C5H10, then hexene is C6H12. Once we are through with the molecular formulae of these compounds, okay, now we have to go further for the electron dot structures. Let's say somewhere propene has been written. Okay, that means you have divided this compound into 2 parts. One is this prop, which is letting you know that it is made up of 3 carbon atoms. Ene is telling you that it is having double bond present in this series, and then you will draw 3 carbon atoms in a chain, which is formed under the process of catenation. Because the double bond is present, so double bond is formed by the sharing of 2 pairs of electrons. So you have to mention 2 pairs of electron here between this carbon and this carbon atom, which is the primary carbon atom. Near the primary carbon atom, you will be mentioning the double pair, which is representing the double bond. Okay, in rest of the chain, you will be taking only 1 pair of the electrons to be shared, because if you will be drawing double bond everywhere, then you will not be able to go for the structure which I want to tell you, because those type of structure you will be studying in the higher classes, plus their nomenclature or way of writing the names, that turns out to be very different. Here you have to go for single bond. Now let's talk about the tetravalency of this particular, all the these carbon atoms. Here 1, 2, 3 and 4. There 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these are the reactive sites, or the free electrons are present, and then you will put the hydrogen around. So hydrogen represented by the dots. We are putting the hydrogen around, okay, in this way. Now complete the duplet of hydrogen everywhere. This way you have to put the circles taking the hydrogen into loop, and all the duplets have been completed of every hydrogen atom. Now let's talk about the octet of this carbon. 4 are lying this side, 2 this side, 2 this side. This means carbon is going to complete its octet in this way. Let's talk about this carbon. 4 this side, 2 this side, 2 this side. That means 4 of its own and 2 shared with another carbon atom, 1 this side shared with another carbon atom, 1 with this hydrogen, and in all there are 8 electrons present around this carbon atom, and the octet of that carbon has been completed. Exactly in the similar way, you will be drawing the circle around this carbon atom, taking all the 8 electrons into the loop. So this is electron dot, or you can say the Lewis representation, or you can say it is the Lewis dot structure. Next is the structural formula, where you will be taking all the 3 carbon atoms in a chain, and here the double bond has to be drawn because the 2 pairs have been shared. Then 1 this side with hydrogen, 1 this side with hydrogen, 1 this side with hydrogen, then this, and the single bond here. So total number of carbon atom are 3, and the total number of hydrogen atom 3 plus 3, 6. It's not necessary that every time you have to put the double bond here. You can put double bond this side also, like this way. 3 carbon atoms drawn in this way. Put double bond this side, single bond here, and then now count the tetravalency. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And put hydrogen atoms around. Okay. So there is no difference between this structure and these structure. Actually, these structures are linear structure. These are the gaseous molecules. It is not that they are existing in the horizontal form also. They can, you take this one and rotate in this way. They are the mirror reflections of each other. So once they are the mirror reflection, you can say this structure and this structure is exactly the same. But you have to be very specific while writing the these Lewis dot structure or the structural formula of these compounds. Every time try to put the double bond on the primary carbon atom, this one carbon atom, or you can say, if you have put the double bond this side, then it will be considered as the primary carbon atom. If you have put the double bond this side, you will be considering the primary atom, this one. Okay, so in that way, you can write down simply it is a propene, or you can write down it is prop1E. It is propene. Nomenclature says go this way, but in the simple form you can write down it is propene. Suppose we are going for the longer chain. In that case, how to go ahead, let me tell you. Let's take the example of pentene. Pentene is C5H10. Okay. So in case of pentene, if I go for the structural formula, then if you are putting these double bond this side, and rest of the carbon atoms are having the single bond, and according to the tetravalency 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, 2 hydrogen atoms are combining here or joining here or making the bond with this carbon atom. Here 1, 2, 3, only 1 hydrogen is making the bond here. Then here definitely 2, because the tetravalency according to that one. यहाँ पे 4 bonds है there. This carbon will be surrounded by 4 bonds. Here also carbon will be surrounded by 4 bonds. Here also it will be surrounded by 4 bonds. So you can go other way also. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and put double bond this side, single bond this side, and then put hydrogen atoms around, and you can draw this structure. What if by chance you have put these are all hydrogen atoms, you can mention very easily. What if by chance you put the hydrogen double bond on this carbon atom? Okay, then rest of them are having single bond. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, then this way. Now what do you say? This structure and this structure, they are having the same molecular formula because everywhere you are having C5 and the number of hydrogen atoms are 10. If you will count them, they are coming out to be 10. But you cannot write it down as pentene because now the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry says the nomenclature which has been decided by them that changes the name of this compound. Then you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. According to when you start the counting from this side, the second bond comes on the second carbon atom. Okay. If you start counting from this side, then it comes on the third carbon atom. So rule says that the double bond should be present on the least numbered carbon atom. So the counting from this side will be considered the right one. You cannot say it is simply pentene. Now it will be written as pent 2-ene. That means second carbon atom is showing ene. That means the ene means double bond is being reflected on the secondary carbon atom in the chain. That's why I am telling you people not to take the risk and always put the double bond on the primary carbon atom and simply write down it is the pentene which has been taken into consideration. If somebody asks you what is the first name the first member of alkene series, don't get confused. First member is not starting with meth. It is the eth which is the first member. So you will say it is the ethene which commonly is known as ethylene. Okay. If they say which is the fourth member, you know fourth carbon atom is butane, but in this but, okay. But here because the series is starting with eth, then it comes prop, then it comes but, then it comes pent. So pentene is going to be the fourth member of this particular series, and then you can draw the formula very easily. Now let's shift ourselves to the next series, that is the alkyne series, where carbon and carbon atoms are going to have the triple bond. So here also because the minimum requirement of the carbon atom is 2, so we will be starting this series with the L and put the ine here towards the end. It is ethyne. Then you will get propyne. Then you will get butane and then pentyne and then finally you will be getting the hexyne. In the similar way, this series as we have done for the alkene and the alkanes, this has been represented by CnH2n-2 general formula. Every time the number of hydrogen atoms are reducing, two hydrogen atoms in the series are reducing because they are participating in the bond formation. Hydrogen moves and carbon, and because the electrons with the carbon and carbon atom become free and they are participating in the bond formation, then only these unsaturated hydrocarbons are formed. If I say, let's take the example here. Okay, if it is a saturated hydrocarbon, this is ethane. Once these hydrogens are removed, hydrogen will come out with its own electron. That means electrons are free and they will be developing one bond. That means whenever there are deficit of hydrogen, double and triple bonds are developed. If the hydrogen is available, then only the saturated hydrocarbons will be available. Let me give you one more example. Let's say we have taken hexane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And this hexane has been subjected to very high temperature. Okay, it is containing all the hydrogen surrounding it, and let me break this particular saturated hydrocarbon. If I say it has been subjected to very high temperature, this chain always breaks from this point. That means 4 carbon atoms towards one side and 2 towards one side. 1, 2, 3 and 4. That means they will be making a saturated compound with formula. What is going to be? That is C4 and H10. If this was C6H14. Okay, now you are left with C. How much is left now? C2H4. Because 4, 10 minus C2H6. That means the cracking has taken place. The chain has broken itself because the hydrogen was not sufficient for all the carbon atoms. So what will happen? Once it has broken from this area, definitely the electrons which are present free on this area, they will be forming the bond and the double bond will be developed between these two carbon atoms and an unsaturated hydrocarbon will be formed, which is ethene. That's what I am telling you in this case. Why every time the general formula is reducing the number of hydrogen atoms? Because once the hydrogen atom is out, carbon is left with the free electrons, and those carbon atoms will definitely be participating in the bond formation so that to get the stability or provide the stability to that particular compound. For the general formula, now X is telling you about 2. So it is C2H2 into 2 minus 2, that is coming out to be C2H2. That means whatever is the number of carbon atom, double that and subtract 2 from that one, you will be getting the number of hydrogen atom. So in this way, C3H, what it is going to be? 6 minus 2, that means it is C3H4. In the similar way, it is going to be C4H6, C5H8, then C6H10. You can put the number of carbon atoms here from get the idea. Like say, I have taken butane. Butane divided into 2 parts. It is telling you about 4. It is telling you about the triple bond. General formula is CnH2 and minus 2. Put this number here. It is C4H2 into 4 minus 2. That means it is C4H6. So this way the molecular formula has been tried. Now let's go for the electron dot structure. So put 4 carbon atoms in a chain, and then for the triple bond we have to keep 3 pairs of electrons here, and rest of the chain will be containing single bond between the carbon and carbon atom. Now look at the 4 electrons which should be present around the carbon atom. 1, 2, 3, and then put 4 here. Here in this carbon atom 1, 2, 3, 3, it is sharing this side and 1 this side. So that means nothing is left free with this carbon atom. In this carbon atom 1 this side, 3 and 4, and here we will be getting 3. Now you put hydrogen atoms on the free side with the free electrons of the carbon atom, and then start putting the circle to complete the duplet. Now look, this has completed. This hydrogen has completed, this also, and this one, and finally this one. Okay, now let's talk about the octets of the carbon atoms. 6 plus 2. This carbon has completed its octet. Exactly in the similar way, you can very easily 6 this side and 2 this side, octet has been completed, because this carbon has shared 3 electrons this side. So definitely it will be getting 3 from that side, and this way this carbon atom, then finally this carbon atom. 1 with the carbon atom and 3 from the hydrogen atom. So you will get, now look, 4 carbon atoms and 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6 is the number of hydrogen atoms. And put the structure, draw the structure, triple bond this side, single bond here, single bond here. Then hydrogen making a bond here this side. So put hydrogen this way. You can write this hydrogen this way also. That does not matter because the bond formation has take place. So you can write them around this carbon atom anywhere. Then this is not getting any hydrogen atom. Here you will get hydrogen, hydrogen, this hydrogen, this hydrogen, this hydrogen. As I told you in alkane series, in case of alkyne series also, you have to choose the primary carbon atom for making the triple bond. Okay, either this side or that side, and nomenclature will start exactly in the similar way as I told you at the time of alkene series. So better you keep on the primary carbon and not somewhere in between the chain, because in that case you have to change the name of the compound. Finally, this much I think you understood. Now let's shift ourselves to unsaturated hydrocarbons, and that's too in the cyclic form. Okay, cyclic unsaturated hydrocarbon. Only one example has been given to you people, that is about the benzene. Let's take cyclic unsaturated hydrocarbon. The example which is there is benzene. Benzene is having a molecular formula of C6H6. In that case, you have to draw, because 6 carbon atoms are there, take them in the cyclic form, in the hexagonal form. Okay. Then you have to, now because here you will draw double bond, and this side you will go for single bond. Then single bond, then you will go for double bond. Then single bond, and you will go for double bond. Okay. In this case, if I talk about the number of electrons around the carbon atom, 2 have been shared this side, 1 this side, that means 1 is left free. And here also 2 this side, 1 this side, 1 is free. 2 this side, 1 this side, free. 1 is free here also, 1 is free here also, and 1 is free on this area. So put hydrogen around, and you can count the number of hydrogen atoms. In all they are 6. Okay, complete the duplet of these hydrogen atoms. And after that we will be shifting ourselves to the octet of these. Okay, now look, this carbon 4 this side, 2 this side, 2 this side, and this way the octet has been completed. If you talk about this carbon, 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8. This carbon 4, then 2 plus 2 8. Then this carbon 4 plus 2 plus 2 8. In the similar way, this carbon is going to complete its octet, and finally the last carbon is going to complete its octet. So benzene has given the electron dot structure in this way. This is resonating structure. It's not that every time you have to put the double bond here, you can put double bond this side, then single bond will be shifted towards this side. Everywhere you try yourself. If you will be putting double bond here, you will not be able to draw the complete structure. Because for that you have to put double on with this side, single on this side, one with the hydrogen atom. You can go for the electron, this structural formula. Write down this way. According to this structure, double bond is here and single bond is this side. Then double bond, then single. Double bond, single, and hydrogen atom. Making single bond with all the carbon atoms. Okay. Then you can draw this one in this way also. Put a hexagonal way of arrangement for all the 6. Put double bond this side. If double bond is there and single bond has to be formed by this, that means it will be left only with hydrogen atom. And then this is with hydrogen, double bond will be formed. This is with another carbon atom, then it will be forming one bond with hydrogen. Then double and one hydrogen, and then single, and here one hydrogen. So that means it is having the resonating, moving double and triple bond, and that double bond which are existing in this benzene structure, and that way you can go for the cyclic unsaturated hydrocarbons. I hope you must have understood what I want to convey to you people through this video. I have given you 6 or 5 members of each series, and I have given you one or two examples to how to go for the electron dot, and or you can say the Lewis dot structures or the structured formulae. But once you will be doing for your practice, you should go ahead with all the molecular formulae, all the Lewis dot structures, and all the structural formulae, and at least go through this video twice so that you understand the concepts very clearly. Okay, next time we'll be coming with the new topic. Till that time, stay at home, stay safe, and study hard.